Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And one of the things that, of course, a lot of people would like to have fixed, and this is the result of how too many teams work on different parts but don't really talk to each other. Of course, inconsistencies of Windows, we've talked about it a lot. In Windows 10, there's a lot of them, and Windows always had that, one menu has a different font, the other menu has, a different feel and look, and so on. One of the promises of Windows 10X was that everything would be consistent everywhere. And of course, Windows 10X never arrived and kind of gave us this new thing called Windows 11. And of course, there's all sorts of controversies. So, of course, first of all, there's the emojis. There's 3D emojis that were supposed to arrive, then not arrive, and now they're arriving again. And this just gives you the idea of how things are very different from one part to the other, and that's not going to change, even from app to app. What's happening is that when an app is created, when one part of Windows is created, the team that is behind it have their own look and feel and fonts and way of doing it. And it actually doesn't have, necessarily the feel of another place. So depending on where you go, you will have different feels, different looks. And unfortunately, what happens with that is that when you set Windows to a certain standard, if you have fonts of a certain way, there are parts where things are not going to be the way you like them and want them. Even, the dark theme and light theme doesn't always follow the rules of the Windows operating system. And Windows 11 is not going to fix that. A lot of people are asking me, when is it going to be consistent? Well, it's not. It's the way that Windows is being worked on by too many different groups that each have their own vision. It's always been the big problem with Microsoft in general, with all of its different divisions. Same thing with the Xbox team, that when they do a part that is for example, Xbox for PC, doesn't have the same feel and look, and it doesn't follow what Windows is. It follows what an Xbox should be. Every app and everything in there is always like that. And it's unfortunate that they can't have kind of a template, if you want, of these are the basics of how things should look and how things should be, and build upon that. And unfortunately, that's not the case. It's parts put together that create what is called Windows 11 or Windows 10. So don't expect that to change, and don't expect that, the control panel will eventually be modernized because they're going to change it to the settings. And no, this still looks like Windows XP time when you look at the settings app, if not Windows 98, It's just so funny to see that we have all of these things happening and different look and feel to it. Some look old, some look from an old operating system, some look modern and have the rounded edges, and you see that they have to work on each part independently. It took time before the File Explorer even was modernized for Windows 11. It was actually on the old feel for a long time, even in Windows 11, before they decided to finally make the new one. So it's kind of a work in progress in different parts, but nothing ever is the same. And in Windows 10 also. But it also means that Windows 10 would technically, because I get that question asked all the time, could some of the new modern apps be in Windows 10? And could we get things that Windows 11 will? Technically, there is the possibility, and it could happen, because there's no reason for a new version of an app not going to Windows 10. For example, Media Player. The modernized Media Player could technically go to Windows 10 easily. It's a simple desire is a simple, all they need to do is want to do it. But what might prevent that is because Microsoft wants to push Windows 11 so hard that they'll not do it, so that people feel that when they move to Windows 11, there's really something new and refreshing about it. But it is interesting to see the problem that Microsoft definitely has in trying to have all of this together, and never really have anything that matches perfectly, and sometimes very huge differences between one part of Windows and the other. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.